find out what my man, my friend, my homeboy, Kerry Rhodes, Arizona Cardinals safety, joined us on the Subway Fresh Take Hotline. Kerry, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, partner? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Why aren't you here right now? I know you're a party guy. You're a New Orleans kind of guy. I know you was just down here to watch Louisville a couple of weeks ago, but why aren't you here right now?
Nah, I don't do the I don't do the Super Bowl thing. I actually stay away from it, man. I always said I will never go down unless I'm part of the festivities. So if I'm not in the Super Bowl, you won't see me in that area.
Man, you know, so many. You've had this great career. Some change there in Arizona. You guys started off so well this year. Then you lost 9 straight. Obviously changed your head coach. What's the atmosphere? What's the feeling in Arizona right now getting this fresh start with Bruce Arians as your new head coach?
Well, I mean, it's two parts to it. It's it's a little sad because Coach Wisenhunt did a great job here when he was here, and he fell on some hard times with some pretty tough things going on for him offensively that we couldn't get over the hump with, and we played well as a defense, and the offense struggled, so it was tough for us. But you also got to move and know that being a professional and being in this league for a while, you know that when you have a season like we did this past year, it's going to be changes. It's part of it, so you got to move on from that. But the hiring of Bruce Arians, it's I really don't know what to think yet. I haven't really talked to him yet, but I've heard so much, nothing but good things from him, especially from the Colts guys who he was with last year and how he led those guys with the unfortunate thing with their head coach Pavano. So had heard great things and really excited.
Are you puzzled at how Ray Horton was sort of treated there and not given the opportunity to be the head coach?
I mean, not puzzled because like I said, things happen in this league for a reason, and you never know what owners are thinking as far as with their hires. If they're going offense or they're going defense, or what they're thinking behind closed doors. So you never know. But Ray Horton is a guy that he's a real good friend of mine. I'll still talk to him to this day. I talked to him a couple of days ago, and just knowing him and knowing his mind and knowing the potential that he has to do great things in this league, and he's going to be a head coach soon. So just hope that he gets that opportunity soon because he's a guy that's definitely deserving of it.
Kerry, you look at this just kind of this option offense, this read option out of the pistol offense has kind of taken this league by storm in Washington and Seattle, and you guys had to face Russell Wilson in Seattle, and now all of a sudden with the San Francisco 49ers, you guys obviously had to face them as well. Defensively, how difficult is defending the read option? Because it's all we've been talking about when it comes to San Francisco 49ers and Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, the read option, it's tough. I don't know if it's a fad or not because it's so new, but it's kind of reminiscent of the Wildcat when it first came into the league. It took defenses by storm early on because it was just something extra that we had to go into the game plan and try to have something to fix it and stop it. So it deviates from your natural game plan and you have to move some guys around to positions that they usually wouldn't play. So it's kind of like the Wildcat in that aspect, but it makes it difficult when you have a guy like Colin and a guy like Russell and a guy like RG3 who all three can actually throw the ball as well. So it adds a deeper dimension to it, and it makes it that much more effective.
More effective. What defenses fear most when it comes to facing Colin Kaepernick, his arm or his legs?
I think that's that might be $100 million question right there, Mike, because he's so adept at doing both well, and I think a lot of people get that he's just a runner and he can make the occasional pass and make a play with his arm, but the guy can throw the ball and he can throw the ball far. He's accurate and he can win with his arm. And the fact that he can run and make that big play, the play we call the wow play with his legs, it just adds that much pressure to the defense.
Kerry, let's put your coaching hat on for a second. You're coaching the Baltimore Ravens, and you're going to face this. You're going to face this offense that you saw during the course of the season. What would you put in? What would you implement and say this is the one thing that we have to do to be successful against this offense?
Early on, I would say, before the Colin thing took over, with him taking over with the position at QB out there, the thing with San Fran you wanted to do was stop the run first. You wanted to make sure that you made those guys one-dimensional. But now you go into a game plan against San Fran. You got to be able to play both, and that's the thing that gives defenses problems, because you can't just go into the game saying we're going to stop the run and we're going to make Colin beat us passing the ball, because he can do that. And if you commit too many people down there with the emergence of Michael Crabtree in the way he's playing, and then you have Vernon Davis who's a nightmare matchup anyway. He's going to have one-on-one opportunities, and those guys have been playing well, in the passing game, and that's what makes San Fran so difficult right now.
Talking to Kerry Rhodes of the Arizona Cardinals, the safety on Hill and Schlereth on ESPN Radio. Randy Moss made some news today at Media Day saying he's the greatest receiver of all time. As a defensive back, and I know you know the history of wide receivers over the years in the NFL,
yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on that?
He's one of those guys that he's definitely in the top 5 all the time. He's one of the guys that revolutionized that position. A guy that's 6'4", runs a whatever, he runs 4.2. Just ridiculous. Can jump out the gym and start having big play guys take over down the field. Is Randy Moss, and he's one of those guys that puts fear in every DB's heart. Even to this day right now, he can get vertical and get past you as a defensive back. So he's definitely one of the top guys in this league ever to ever play the position. But my best of all time. I'm sure he's that for a lot of people as well, as Jerry Rice. Though you can't beat that. The numbers that he put up speaks for themselves, and he's a guy that a lot of these younger receivers coming up now look at.
How about a guy in your own camp in Larry Fitzgerald?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you place him on your Mount Rushmore of great wide receivers?
On my Mount Rushmore of great receivers, I'll put him up there. I'll put him in that top 5 as well. Even right now, even still playing active right now. I'll say he's one of the best ones in this league. Just seeing him every day in practice, work every day to get better at his craft, and work every day to get better, pushing us as a secondary, pushing us as a team. Just seeing him up close and personal every day has been a treat for me.
Kerry, always great talking to you, man. How's that hoop game?
Hey, I'm still undefeated, man. So if you ever want to try me one day, let me know, and we can get out there and hoop it up a little bit.
Oh, brother,
you too, Mark. I don't know what you got going on.
Wait, I can't get up and down the court anymore, but I can still rain from 3, baby.
Hey, that's all I need. I just need a shooter and a hustler. If I get a shooter and a hustler, I'll win.
All right, Kerry, great talking to you, man. Maybe you'll be down here next year with your team, bro.
Hey, I hope so, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Kerry, talk to you soon, man. Kerry Rhodes of the Arizona Cardinals joining us on the Subway Fresh Take Hotline. Good kid right there. Always
good football player. Good
yes,
football
yes,
players
sir.
had a good career.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it would be nice if he got an opportunity